I know. We're still in September right now, but there's already enough that we know that it's coming out in the month of October that we got to get straight into it. So let's get into this week's Got 'em early. They get it. So to pop things off, guys, the first shoe we got is a shoe that when I saw it, I just instantly fell in love with it. It's a very lovely colorway of a very lovely shoe, and that is the Nike Air 180 in Baltic blue. And I didn't mean to rhyme there, it just kind of came off of the tip of my tongue, you know what I'm saying? I be spitting bars just nonchalant at times. Now, when I saw these, like, I thought Bubbles from like the Powerpuff Girls. And also I thought a little bit of like that old school Batman, you know, the gray and blue Batman, you know, this old school comic type of Batman. For some reason, it gave me some of that type of vibes, but at the same time, I also thought like the Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. All that aside, this is the Air 180 in Baltic blue. Now the 180 has came back. It came back in its original colorway in the ultramarine earlier this year. They just dropped recently the Dusty Cactus, which was that reverse ultramarine. Like if you used like a negative image or flipped it, pretty much the colors were of the ultramarine, but the Dusty Cactus was a very nice colorway as well. Another colorway that is the Concord colorway that Michael Jordan actually wore and made the shoe itself extremely popular. And the Concord colorway back then was way before the Jordan 11 Concord that we know of now. But the 180, in my opinion, is a very solid shoe. It's comfortable. It is an old school classic, but it is still like, it's a shoe that is very well put for what we are currently seeing in the sneaker world right now when it comes to the runners. And you got the Vomeros, you got the Air 180s, the Asics, the New Balances. It fits right in, and it's also that vintage, classic, old school model that, you know, I think has still just made its way through time without ever really being forgotten about. But I saw these and I thought these were extremely dope. This is definitely something I would love to add to the collection. Now, as far as the actual release date on this one, there has not yet been one, but I'm gonna say that it's gonna more than likely pop up in this month of October, so stay tuned. It's probably just gonna be a regular release. It's not gonna be nothing hyped up. So if there's something that you like, more than likely, you should have no issue getting your hands on these bad boys. When it comes to the Air 180s, they retail around 150 bucks. And as far as the sizing goes, you could pretty much go true to size. They are extremely light. There is not that much of any sort of like, I guess, protection. It's very flimsy. It's a very light and breathable shoe. And the majority of what's going on is really on the sole with the 180 bubble unit, but also the upper just being extremely breathable. A lot of flexibility that goes into this shoe, but it's an old technology shoe at the same time. So in reality, what you're paying for is aesthetics over the tech. You feel me? Next up, we got another one in the building. Now this one is it's crazy. And this is the Devin Booker Halloween. Now the Devin Booker Halloween, Nike, y'all doing that dumb stuff again, bro. Y'all are doing the stupid things that I always tell y'all about. They're releasing this shoe on October 30th. I don't know why, okay? I have no goddamn reason why, Nike. Why drop it then? I just drop it on October 1st. Let us buy it. Let us have us a little bit of spooky fun. Let's do some stuff. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. What the hell y'all doing? Now you may be asking, like, where am I getting this date from? I'm getting this date from various just articles that are being put out right now. And these are retailing for supposedly $150. We know each and every year, Nike, they drop these special Halloween sneakers. We got a pair of Dunks that are coming out soon. The books are here. We'll have to wait and see if we got some Kobe's and some LeBrons that are popping up. That part we just don't know. But I do like these, okay? I like the theme. I like the thought process through it. And as I recently was just thinking, like, the book ones are probably one of the most improved sneakers for me. Like when I first saw them, I did not like them at all, and they've grown on me. I think that really the storytelling that's been behind the shoe, as well as some of the colorways, they do their justice. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Do I own a pair of books? No. So I'm not gonna sit here and cap to y'all, but I can like a shoe and not own it, right? Like, I hope that's not an issue. With that being said, though, this is the Devin Booker Book 1 Halloween. Now, what is this based off of? This is based off The Nightmare Before Christmas. As you can see, it has a lot of that type of look and theme to it. Tim Burton made a wonderful movie back in the day, and it still is alive and well. Devin Booker also wore a Nightmare Before Christmas actual costume during a Halloween party that's been posted various times on different outlets out there. It's just well known. So you can see where, once again, he brings those stories of his life to his sneakers. He did one on the Haven, which was his dog. He did one on the Rattlesnake for the city that he lives in. The first pair that he actually dropped, the Mirage, it had a lot to do, I think, with his upbringing. Like everything in here, even the shoe itself is based on his own entire upbringing. All the stuff that's going on each and every one of these shoes has a story alongside with Devin Booker's life. This one right here, I'm guessing, is probably one of his favorite films or one of his favorite spooky films, and that is The Nightmare Before Christmas. He even has a tattoo of the skeleton from Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skeleton is his name. He has a tattoo of him, and he's posted it before. So this movie has a lot that, have to do with him. He loves the movie, and I think it's dope that he brought this along with the shoe. The shoe itself, though, has this cracked leather type of look and feel on the whole entire upper. It even has that Nike little hazard tag that's letting you know that natural cracks seen on the upper is normal due to the random crackle ink application. So what you see here, it's all normal. There's nothing wrong with it. You also got the stitching here, which I guess is resembling maybe some skeletons, like bones, or I guess also I know that Jack had like those lines that were on his lips, and maybe those lines, or there's some sort of symbolization that is represented with the movie itself. But also you got a glow in the dark outsole, which is dope as well. The books for the most part fit pretty true to size. The ink application, I wonder if over time will it crack and peel off, maybe so. This shoe, though, I believe, like I stated before, majority of the Devin Bookers are retailing for $150. As far as like what Halloween shoes I'm really looking forward to looking and checking out and potentially buying, we're looking at probably the Nike Dunk Lows. There's a high top model I've seen, and there's a low top model. These are very nice, and if someone likes them, I'm pretty sure they're gonna love them. I think these overall are very solid and definitely worth the lookout, but unfortunately, October 30th, I believe, is the release date that we've seen so far. So you're pretty much gonna have to go up to Nike and probably buy them the day of release if you actually wanna wear them on Halloween. I don't get it, but just talk to Nike. And then last but not least, we have the Jordan 4 Orchid. The Jordan 4 Orchid, these are very nice. Now, I think originally these were supposed to be releasing like on October 4th, and then since the release date has been pushed back toward the end of the month, and is currently now rumored to be releasing on October 26th, and a retail price point of $215. Now, first things first, the first thing I noticed, this is the first time like holding this shoe right now, me like right now holding it, right? First things first, quality A1 steak sauce. $215, is it worth it? Is it, is that respected upon the upped quality? No. And honestly, like from the pictures, right? From the pictures that I've seen, the first thing I was like, oh, these look like pretty much Jordan 4 UNCs dyed. I'm gonna have to go and grab the Jordan 4 UNCs when I do this full-on review to let you guys know. It is very fuzzy like this, but these feel very, very, very soft and pleasant. A very dope suede utilized on this shoe. I want to be 100% honest and probably say like this is probably one of the best 4 qualities that I've seen so far this year, like from a Jordan 4. It's a very nice, lovely, soft, pleasant suede. And when we look at this shoe, you already know what I'm going to say. These are straight Pink Panther pussies, okay? Pussy popping on a handstand, back at it like a crack addict in the building. Okay, this is straight up Pink Panther pussy. And maybe I should have just warned you. Forgive me if there's any kids in the building right now, but if you guys know me, you guys know what that Pink Panther pussy is, and this is it. This is it. She got a pretty little pussy. I might have to just say like a warning or something. Throw that in there before, like take your kids out the room. It's gonna get very vulgar. Hopefully I can throw that in there. With that being said, these are actually a women's release, a women's exclusive. I have no issue with wearing pink shoes. I don't care about all that stuff at the end of the day, but 215 is a little up there. I had to have my breaking point. I think that these, I'm very curious how these are overall gonna do. Like these are fire, straight up, they're fire. They're fire, like for real. But I just don't know if it's gonna make it to my collection. They're fire though. Like these are a fire shoe just to have sitting on the wall. The quality's there, the colorway of the pink, I don't have no issue with it. They're nice, they're dope. Orchid, neutral gray and black. This is a size 10.5. Has the men's size 9 on the bottom, so it's letting you know. Nike's trying to say, hey man, we want you to still buy this even though we have a 10 on top. The men's size is on the bottom. Yeah, I want to say then, they look and feel, I want to say feel, I'm going to say close to the Jordan 4 UNC. But I'm going to give you guys that full-on in-depth review to let you guys know like how spot on it is. But they do look it. I just feel like the 4 UNC was a little bit more rough. Like it had more of that wet, like, when you get suede wet and it gets dry and a little more gritty. It felt like it had a little bit more grit. But this one just feels like a little pink panther. You know, a little bit of that, I'm rubbing the cat right now. You feel me? Get your mind out the gutter. But it's very soft, and the shape is nice. It's overall just a very nice shoe, bro. With that being said, like, the UNCs did not give me the issue, but when looking at this particular shoe, for some odd reason, when I look at the tongue, I just can see like jeans rubbing up on here, and just the dye of the jeans, like making this tongue like dark or something. I don't know. I just feel like these can get easily dark, like darkened or dyed on, depending on what type, what type of jeans you're actually rocking and wearing. So that's just something else that I want to spot out. That gray on here, if you can actually see the cement gray, the cement itself is very, very light on this particular pair as well. Like, it's not your typical cement 4 splatter. Like, this is extremely light. I've never seen anything like this before. I ain't gonna lie. The back is fine, but the midsole, it's very light. Even the wings are fine, but I don't know, that's just something, something else I want to point out. The inside has the Orchid insole with a black Jumpman. You got an extra set of laces in black, and these laces are normal laces, no wax, no shiny laces, nothing of that nature. Straight up black, and coming in the black bag. That's something else that's a little bit weird and different. You know, recently we've been getting a lot of the Jordans that coming in the brown box. These are coming back in the black bag, which I ain't gonna lie, I kind of prefer this more than the brown box. Why? Because every time we get a brown box, it's already busted open. Like, this doesn't hold up well. But I understand that Jordan Brand's probably trying to do more of that move to zero, more of that recyclable stuff and cutting costs, and it's doing better for the environment. And I understand that, I respect that. It just holds up better. It doesn't rip and just bust open as they come in. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, this bag itself is hella odd. Let me go ahead though, because I'm pointing out stuff on a retail sneaker. Like, this is a retail sneaker. If you guys know me, you guys know how I rock. This bag, how big it is, the lack of speckling, like this is what kind of looks like a Fugazi. This looks like a Fugazi shoe, straight up. And what I mean that is, like, if you guys know about unauthorized sneakers and back in the day, right? You remember that when they were doing the sites and all that, they were dropping, I remember somebody had a pair, salutes to Zaya, he had a pair of pink calls. Like, they were just switching the colors around, doing what the hell they wanted to do over there, and shipping them things you weighed out over here. But stuff like this just throws me off, and the oversized bag throws me off. But if you don't want to believe me, if you want to throw shade, because there's gonna be a little bit of people in the comments just talking trash, right? Just wait and see. You'll see for yourself. Retail pairs are coming with a bag now, extremely big and bulky. I mean, this thing's like a loosey-goosey. You could put like a little, a quarter up in here, you know what I'm saying? It's like a quarter. We used to get like a 3.5, a 7 bag. This is a little too much, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? With all that said, October 26th, these are nice though, bro. I'm gonna have these one linger around. I'm gonna talk to them, see how they doing. But me personally, I'm probably gonna pass on it. $215. It's not even the price point that's really stopping me. It's just, I don't necessarily need them. But I don't really own any pink shoes either. Like, I don't know, man. I don't care about them being pink. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But they are dope. They are very nice. These are extremely dope. So it is what it is. With that being said though, we are gonna drop a full-on in-depth review on these bad boys. More than likely, we might do a Halo as well, because you guys, a lot of people love these shoes. A lot of people like the Devin Bookers, you know? So we're trying to, spread out the love and do some different stuff. And potentially, maybe we even do a 180, we'll see. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section as always. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. It's your boy Tonyd2wild, I'm checking in, I'm checking out. Peace.